Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails to Azure. We are down in the geofront, D sector, and we're here to hunt down a monster that needs to be exterminated. So let's see what kind of, well, let's say fiends we've got down here. If there are any. There could be this just a monster, of course. Damn, this place is huge. Reminds me of when we escaped Orcus Tower during the trade conference. Yeah, but this is pretty far from the tower, all things considered. I'm surprised they even bothered to build something like this under the downtown district. Makes you wonder how much mirror the government blew connecting Orcus Tower right under the people who needed it most. From what I heard previously, the D sector was primarily designed as a parking structure for orbital vehicles. And yet, there are none to be seen whatsoever. You're right. Not to mention, this much space would be excessive even in a place where cars are more common like the Republic. I don't get it. How many people did they expect would actually use the parking garage under the downtown district of all places? Well, we could be here all day trying to wrap our heads around their reasoning. Let's just move on. Don't forget, we have a wanted monster with our names on it. It should be somewhere deeper inside. Well, I'm just looking for a place where we can fight monsters and get some decent sepith in the process. Anything else? Not a problem. And yet, it could be that with the parking lot here, what I'm talking about, that maybe somewhere far into the future when downtown district isn't what it is today, maybe there's going to be a lot of sky rises there, and people will then be traveling from Orcus Tower to all the other districts. Maybe they are planning for a future that might never come. You never know. Okay, these are the older ones. That does mean that they probably won't give us the rewards that I'm looking for. Could we go back to Nox Forest? Is that still an option to us? Or was it just there for the quest and now it's all boarded up again? Definitely something I need to check out in between episodes, because the 7 we got there was like between 20 and 30 for certain elements, so that's actually a pretty good stash. And since we maxed out one character already, if we could do it with at least 3 others, that would be perfect. We do want to check though if every enemy we fight is indeed nothing more but the older versions we've already fought. But it does really look like that. Meaning we can just focus on getting towards the end of it, where potentially our big well, monster is hiding. Okay, that doesn't look like these monsters are going to give us the experience or the sepith that we actually need. So let's just keep walking forward. Yes. Does this mean anything? Let's just be on the lookout for anything we might be able to press. Right, the fire lanes are non-interactable. Looks like we need even more switches than that. Ooh, that's a beautiful box. Yeah, and considering the enemies aren't that impressive, I am just leaving them alone for the time being. Monsters appeared. Ooh. Also the same mines as before? Yes.
Yosh.
Just out of line. Oh, well, we can definitely destroy 2 of them. Oof, that is a very big explosion, which is fine. Hit 3. Very interesting. This message is exclusive DLC content and will have to be downloaded separately. Then you can keep it. I'm not downloading that shit. Alright, where will this lead? Well, if it's going to be that close to the chest, we have no choice but to attack it. Nice. Erebonian to the left of me, Calvard to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with loot. Well, that does mean you still have loot, so not necessarily a bad deal. EP charge 2. 2861. Those qualities pleased her father greatly. He was the son of a viscount who could easily be manipulated. What a find. And had she not fallen in love just before their engagement, she would have thought so too. Last switch. Yeah, can we get down easily? Nope, we need to walk all the way back. Ah, that's fine. These robots are not posing not much of a trouble as they could be. Yeah, and if the big monster is right behind that door, then this sector, not that bad. But first, a few more chests. Celestial Bomb. Found chest message. If there's an item called chest message, I would keep it forever. I will never even think about selling it. I wonder if this one is going to be connected to the area where we got it. It is. It is actually here. This is where the shooting took place. Huh. There's a thought that popped up in my head. I didn't think it was actually going to be that. Ah, cool. Ah, there it is. That's not that far away. very much doable. Looks like a giant gnat. Ooh, good. It means we can scope for free. Alright, 69, 9502. This giant golden insect causes a cacophony to wear down its prey. So basically, take him out as quickly as you can. Yeah, let's do that. And besides, by the time we get out of here, we can easily recharge in the car. So there's no point in not using everything we have. In case one or two survive, of course. Nah, let's go for that 4. And he could take down the rest. Should be enough, right? Not gonna give them even a single thought to their name. I'm just gonna go down, really.
Ooh,
6 times you materials. Exterminate a monster in Geofront D sector. Obtain the craft book Ascent. Another craft book. I think Wazzy and Theo could make something of this one. I'd be willing to give it a shot. Wazzy? Sure, let's see what we can do. Theo and Wazzy learned Sigma Ascension. By spending 100 CP each, they can unleash a powerful combination attack. Perfect, and it means that we get to get out of here. This does explain also why it's like a previous monster that we had when we were chasing down the bad guys from the conference. Because those are the ones we were fighting against that time. It does make for an easy extermination request, let's be honest about that. But having done that, we can leave that be and let's see where we're gonna go to next. Because having done this, I think it's time for us to continue our rounds of Crossbell. We don't need that, we only need the car. Got our HP, EP is still pretty much full. Shall we just talk to everyone in downtown district since we're here? We will skip the eastern one because of the guild being there. We want to do that as last. Maybe we should go steal a bar of soap. Then we really can make it a shower. Woohoo! Looks like the whole city is taking a shower or something. You'd almost think it never rained in here. No, I don't think there's going to be anything new in Imelda's. Ah, the cops! You back already? Your pigs dig up a new lead while you were out playing in the mud. Wait, was he with them too? Ah, you smug son of a... You got balls showing up here. It's your fault, the wolves. They are not in a friendly mood today. Perhaps we should have stayed away. Luganov, where are ya? Hey, Wuzzy. Oh, listen up, Wuzzy. We know what's going on. Walt, he's on a jacked up drug now too. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. It's your goddamn fault in the first place. Lloyd, how much do they know? I specifically refrained from telling them about Walt's demonization. But we did mention that Walt was likely under the influence of Gnosis. Oh, if you just hadn't shown up 2 years back, none of this would have ever happened. We could have been living it up the whole time. But no, you just had to ride into downtown and screw it all to Gehenna. And now you're in bed with the damn cops just to get your sick kicks. Well, say something. It wasn't just for kicks. I chose this path because there was something important I needed to do. What happened to Walt as a result? That was an unforeseen consequence. Was he? So what? You think that self-righteous bullshit is gonna get you off the hook? I should have beat your ass. Why you let me go? 'Cause I just need to let off some steam. Look, Wuzzy, we tried. We know we can't get through to him, but if anyone can, it's you. Where I see it, I deserve to suck that pretty boy face of yours, but instead of cashing that in, I want you to do us a solid. Smack some sense into Walt and wake him up. Look enough. Bro. So that's how it's going to be. Wuzzy, I can't make any promises, but I'll do everything in my power to bring him back to his senses. That should be enough to finally settle things as the founder of the Testaments. Jed and Luganov have been part of the Vipers since the very beginning, so they're probably even more worried about Walt than the rest of us. Hey, Jed and Luganov are awesome. Things may be messed up without Walt around, but I'm glad we still have them. No one messes with Luganov. That's my boy right there. Man, Luganov is so freaking cool. Luganov pretty much covered everything we want to say. There ain't anything else worth discussing, so now go on, scram. You owe me one for not knocking you out, Wuzzy, so keep your word or else. Yeah, Luganov would be a great replacement for Walt if he isn't coming back. Because he is well enough like a leader that he can take care of the rest if necessary. I hope it won't come to that, but if it is, he's a good one. Oh, hello there, Mr. Gable. I baked some cookies. You're welcome to have a few if you like. They're super duper good. Mommy makes them all by herself. Oh, you really didn't have to go to all this trouble. I don't want it to seem like I gave you something just to get something back. Oh, please, don't worry about it one bit. All I'm doing is sharing our leftovers the same as you. Very well done. These actually are delicious. I told ya. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy them. Looks like he's turning over a new leaf. Well, here in downtown district. I think him getting here, I think that was a good point in his life. I think Gable's finally settling into his life here at the Lotus Height. A wonderful development, I'd say. Yeah, I'm in total agreement. I think it is indeed wonderful. He's probably over at Ursula. She's of course in Arkensteel, which we will visit very soon. The door firmly shut, a voice can be heard inside. What was that? Was it raining all over me? Someone opened a window or something? Oh, heck. Gotta have to piss pretty soon. And of course, Dad is out working at a new project. Because those things, they just keep on going on. Oh, getting the good stuff in has been a pain in the ass ever since that mess at the trade conference. Apparently, Erebonian and Calvard are putting the pressure on behind the scenes. Be nice if they'd quit busting my balls like this, though. Yeah, but until we reach a consensus about what's going to happen next, these things are going to keep happening. Oh, you gotta be kidding. It's raining again. Can't all the rain just pour down at once so we can get it over with? Very apt request. And would be nice, but there's gonna be a lot of water. And I do think maybe in here we can find a lot of quartz we might be actual to use as like a final thing. Automatically analyzes defeated enemies. Yeah, there might be a few in here that we can definitely use. Also considering the extra poison might have. Oh well, we have to think about that. Ah, was he? We will be continuing the search for information about Walt on our end. Yeah, we're going to scour the streets for leads once we're done laying out our game plan. Don't worry about us. You keep doing what you're doing with the SSS. Appreciate it, boys. I'm counting on you. We're going to start scouring around for intel shortly. Hopefully we can find out where Walt managed to get that noses from. By the way, I heard there was a train derailment on the West Crossbell Highway yesterday. So many people were injured. That's probably been insanely busy. Let us handle the search for Walt. We will gather as much information as we can. Thank you very much. And hopefully you'll find something. What in the world is Walt thinking? Alcohol is one thing, but drugs? Yeah, drugs. That's where you draw the line. Especially when you're a leader of a gang. Set a right example. So, word on the street that Walt is on the same drug Dino took in the spring. Rival gang or not, I'm worried for the poor guy. Yeah. And that's how you know that these are all decent people. Because even though he's of the rivaling gang, they still worry about him. Because those drugs were very bad news. Heard a train got derailed yesterday. Supposedly some gigantic monster came along and gave it a mean whack. Sounds like baloney to me though. What kind of monster is strong enough to punch a train clean off its track? I should have seen him. He was big. He was powerful. Alright, that's it for the downtown district. Let's head all the way back to the central square, skipping over East Street. Good. Alright, so we have a choice to make. We can go to every region we need to be at, but I did got a tip of going to one certain region as soon as possible. So I think we might be doing that, just to shake things up a little bit. Employees and only. This detestable rain is driving away what few customers I have. I suppose it's time for the daily dusting anyway. Why don't you do an old woman a favor and clean that shelf there for me? Will pass, thanks. Oh, that was a joke, boy. I wouldn't let anyone lay a single finger on my precious antiques, much less a cup on your measly salary. Well, he is honest about it. Can we try if we wanted to? Of course not. This way leads to Crimson Echo. Well, the Red Constellation's been laying low since the attack on the conference. I doubt we'll be able to get any info out of them right now. Yeah, we better not be hanging around here. Oh, listen up. I've got some big news. Guess who made Hostess of the Month? You're looking at her. Yes, 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 I knew I could do it. Man, screw this rain. It's rushing all my potential customers out of the street. There was some big ass accident yesterday too. Not my fault, I can't pull anyone into the club and the whole world is conspiring against me. Well, the whole world might be a bit much, but it's just bad timing. Hey Eric, you don't need to talk, just sit down and do a shot with me. You can sleep here, Sandra. Don't you have a home to go to? Aw, you're such a jerk, Eric. She probably has, but she likes being here. They say some kind of monster was responsible for the derailment on the West Crossbell Highway. But given the timing of the upcoming referendum, I'm not so convinced it was just a random attack. It all feels way too convenient. True, it does feel that way. But like I said before in the previous episode, what would be the reason for Walt attacking that train? It feels too precise to be just something random. But I guess we'll figure it out. Alright, let's go to Arc and Steel and then the remaining buildings. Ah, now then, what bar should I hit up today? Rainy weather is the perfect excuse for day drinking. I'm gonna get hammered all by myself and I'm gonna like it. It's an excuse, just not a very good one. Hey there, wanna play? Why don't you get yourself out of the rain and into our nice warm casino? Ah, we'll be there soon enough. Even the ice cream stand is no longer here. I bet the troupe is rehearsing their hearts out as we speak. Long live Ark and Steel's revival performance! Woohoo! Oh, one day more. At long last, the revival performance is tomorrow. It's a shame I won't get to see Lady Ilia dazzle the opening night crowds, but just the fact that it's so close has me too excited to sleep. Ah, if it isn't the special support section. I'm afraid we're closed for today. Did you have any business with us? Oh, no, we're only stopping by on our rounds. I understand tomorrow night is the debut of your new show. Is the troupe taking a day to rest and relax? Indeed it is. There is, however, one performer who insisted on practicing today. Wow, they must be really devoted. Is it who I think it is? If you're referring to Sully, then yes. Tomorrow is going to be her day in the limelight, so to speak. She stated she couldn't relax if she wasn't getting in a good workout. You're free to watch her practice if you'd like. Would that be alright? Well, of course. You're friends of the troupe, so I doubt anybody would mind. Not only that, she's been at it all morning without hardly a moment's rest. I would appreciate you taking the time to go and speak with her. She could use a break, you see? Well, when you put it that way, sure. We'd be happy to chat a while. So basically, she is training, but she's training too much, so he just wants her to just take it easy for a little bit. I would appreciate you all having a short chat with Sully. She could use the break, you see. And maybe some perspective? Yeah, not allowed to the second ring rows, because you can't speak from there. Wow, she's really going at it. Oh, but someone did say as much. She already has an impressive stage presence. Well, this must be a dance for one of the new scenes. Her character is supposed to be pretty important too. Oh, she's the star princess, right? I heard she's going to play a pivotal role in the show's second half. She's raring to steal the spotlight too, from the looks of it. Maybe, but I can't even begin to imagine the pressure she's under. Maybe you should leave before we distract her. Oh, hey you guys! Uh-oh. Ah, busted. Well, no point in trying to sneak out the back now. Might as well have a chat. Hey Sully, we didn't mean to distract you from practice. It's whatever. So, did you need something? Oh, not at all. We just happened to stop by when Balsamo invited us to look in on your practice. Yeah, sorry again for the interruption. It's fine, really. I was already thinking about taking a break anyway. That was my first time seeing you perform. At your level of expertise, no one would suspect you are a beginner. You think so? Oh, I agree. You took me by surprise, to be honest. Same, you didn't look like you were wasting a single movement up there. You must be on the verge of perfecting that scene, right? What? Oh, seriously, and that costume looks amazing on you too. Sully? Hey, you. Wanna join me for some training? If you're up for it. I kinda want your opinion on something. You want Lloyd to help you train? Why me? What kind of opinion could I even give you? Look at me. I don't know the first thing about the performing arts. Chill out. It's not like I'm going to make you perform up there. I just had an idea is all. So, you're gonna join me or what? Well, of course we're gonna help Sully practice. It would be insane not to even try. Well, I guess I can if that's what you want. But just so we're clear, I mean it when I say I won't be much help. I know, don't worry about it. Sully's secret session. Alright, let me give you a basic rundown. Here, take this. Lloyd received a whistle. A whistle? For what? The rehearsal, obviously. I'm going to perform like I'm on stage for real. And every time I jump, I want you to match my timing and blow that whistle when I land. Even if you aren't familiar with the routine, you should still be able to keep up if you pay attention to my movements. Whistle when you land. Alright, got it. Is that all? You don't want me to do anything else? Nope, that's it. It may sound simple, but it's a crucial part of the rehearsal. When you think about it, nailing the jump is essential to every Arkansas performance. And above all, sticking the landing is key to making all of our emotions flow together. Rehearsing with a whistle raises and reinforces the performance awareness. So make sure you don't screw it up, okay? Blow at the wrong time and it'll ruin my rhythm. Got it, I'll be careful. Well, first try, definitely for practice. And that's pretty much it. All set to get started? Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are. Alright, match Sully's timing by pressing the A button wherever she lands. Really? Not a single one right. Okay, I must misunderstand when the timing... Really? Do we need to do it just before she lands or as she lands? Okay, it's a timing issue. Like, I need to figure out when do we need to press. Do I need to anticipate when she lands, or actually when she has landed? At the first one, I mostly did it the moment I anticipated her landing on the floor. This time, I'm gonna try it the moment she's on the floor and not before. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm doing exactly as I'm hearing the sound hitting the floor. So it's not before, it's not on it. I don't get the timing. I don't know what the game wants from me. Because I'm doing it right beforehand. Now I'm doing it right as I see it land on it, and I hear the thud of it hitting the floor. So it should be at least more than just 2 of it. I'm gonna try it a couple of times. The one that I think is the most successful is the one you're gonna see next. If it's still only 2, just means that I gave up and continued. Because if I don't figure out what timing the game wants, I can do this a million times and not even hit a single beat. Because the 2 times that I did hit it, I'm doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I can't break my brain around it. Okay, let's try it a couple of times. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that, cause it already feels like cheating to me. Cause I've tried it just before she lands, as she lands, and a fraction after. I couldn't get a single hit or just one random every once in a while. But after 20 minutes of trying, I thought I'm just gonna, as I say, fake it till you make it. So I put on the high speed mode and just mashed the buttons as fast as I can, because it doesn't register if you're a couple of frames too soon, it doesn't register if you're a couple of frames too late. So if you put it on high speed and you mash it, you will get over 50%. It doesn't feel right, but to have it perfect in that way, it's an impossibility for me. It's not a fun mini game. I'm glad they put the retry in here, because what I understand from comments is that originally this was a one try fail type of mini game. So you had one option, one try. If you failed it, you're done. So yeah, that is almost ridiculous for words. So let's continue. I'm more than happy with what we accomplished with this run. I think it's starting to come together. Actually, I'd say it already has from where I was standing. I couldn't agree more. You should have more confidence in your ability. Thanks. Your timing wasn't totally perfect, but the rehearsal was solid overall. I'll give you that much. Guess I have room to improve. I'm glad I did okay at least. I do have one question for you though. Now that you've seen my performing, what do you think? You mean personally? Well, there's not really much to say. I thought you did a great job up there. You've clearly learned a lot honing your talents. But again, I'm not exactly a professional. All I can tell you is how things looked to an untrained eye. Right. So, what you told me before about how I didn't waste any movement, can you explain what you meant by that? Oh, did I say that? Well, I didn't mean anything by it. It was supposed to be a compliment. Ilya said the same thing to me too once. She did? Yeah, she told me that I wasn't wasting a single motion, but that my performance was too rigid, and that I needed to have more fun with it. Ah, have more fun, huh? Ilya said that? Putting it that way, I don't think she was criticizing your form or ability. It sounds to me like your problem is psychological. Oh, what? You're saying it's in my head? What the hell does that even mean? Anyway, at this rate, I don't see how the heck tomorrow's performance is going to turn out well. Sully. Hey Sully, there's something I'd like to ask. When you're rehearsing, what goes through your head? Huh? Ain't it obvious that I want to do it all right and get better? Well, not just that. I think about how I want to perform on Ilya and Riksha's level. I want to do it what they did first time I saw them on stage. You know, like move hearts and minds, that kind of stuff. Oh, Sully. That was surprisingly sincere. I didn't mean to be. I get it. Then could you answer a few more questions? What do you think about performing in Arkansas? How do you feel about the audience that's coming to the theater to see you perform? The audience, huh? I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of people in the city, I get that now. But even then, I can't bring myself to like the ones who don't realize how good they have it. I know it's not all of them, but that applies to a lot of Arkansas showgoers. So, what do you mean to say is that you're not excited at the prospect of performing for them? Maybe that's what's stopping you from enjoying yourself the way Ilya said to. Well, maybe. Subconsciously. I try not to think about it, but the idea of putting on a show for those kind of people does get under my skin. Is that bad though? I mean, those feelings have nothing to do with whether or not I'm a good performer, right? All I want to know is where I went wrong and what I can do to improve. I need something more concrete. So your emotional state when you perform isn't tied to that. Is that really what you think? Are you trying to say that they are? Then what am I supposed to do about it, huh? Tell me. Well, I still don't think I'm qualified enough to give directions, but it is simple, Sully. Just shut out the spectators in front of you. Hiya, boys and girls. Ilya, how long have you been there? No, don't mind me, I just arrived. So, Sully, is it true that you have a distaste for our loyal patrons? And what if I do? Is there something wrong with that? No, not necessarily. We have some patrons even I don't particularly care for. You understand that I wouldn't be where I am if I let that get to me though, don't you? Oh, I know that. That's why I'm trying so hard not to let it bother me. But that's just it. You're approaching this all wrong. Listen here. You're too absorbed by what's happening around you. Tell me, Sully, what does the word audience mean to you? What kind of question is that? Is it people who come to the theater, the one that buy tickets? You're not wrong, but there's more to it. Our audience isn't just the paying customers who sit in our seats and watch us on stage. It's the people who hold an interest in Arkansas. They're all part of our viewing public. The people who hold an interest? Absolutely. Even those who have only seen our troupe in magazines or heard about us through word of mouth. One might say that anyone who has ever had so much as a passing thought about Arkansas compromises our audience. You know what's that like, don't you? When you came to Crossbell, you first heard of Arkansas by chance. That drove you to sneak into the theater and see us for yourself. Didn't you feel something that day? Not that I condone trespassing, of course. But it doesn't change the fact that, in that moment, you were just as much part of the splendid audience as anyone else. Sneaking in made me splendid? Of course, so you shouldn't focus on the spectators in front of you. Because after all, the entire continent is our stage, and each and every Cimmerian is a potential face in the crowd. Isn't that a little too much? The entire continent? Oh, you better believe it, Missy. It's not my place to say whether or not Arkansas is truly a household name across Cimmeria, but nevertheless, our place stitched together the hearts of you, a Northumbrian, and myself across Bellin. You can dismiss that as mere coincidence, but that's not how I see it. So chew on that for a hot second. Doesn't it make performing on stage all the more fascinating? Not to mention fun? It's fine. Take as long as you need to reflect on everything we've just discussed. Putting that aside, you didn't eat your breakfast this morning, did you, Sully? There's a lunchbox waiting for you in the dressing room, so go eat it right this instant and get your butt back here. A lunchbox? I'm good, thanks. Oh, this isn't up for debate, I've told you. Our bodies are our instruments. That means your health comes first. You're not rehearsing for another second until you've had a proper meal. Jeez, you're annoying. Alright, I'll go eat already. Wow, Ilya, that was impressive. My thoughts exactly. I feel a little inspired myself. You're a natural mother hen. Oh, she certainly can be a handful, but at least I'm never bored with her around. Thanks for all your help today, guys. If not for you, I don't think I would have gotten to the bottom of what's been weighing on her. Does it mean you were actually watching from the very beginning? Oh yep, I saw every last detail from the shadows of the Isles. You know, Sully and I talk on a regular basis about all sorts of things, but it's difficult getting her to open up and speak from the heart, the way she did today. So you have all my gratitude, especially you, little guy. I think you're giving me too much credit. Besides, I was in the way over my head trying to pin down what you needed to hear. Alright, I'm finished. Happy now, Ilya? Sully needs no advice when it comes to scarfing down food, it seems. Did you even bother to chew properly like I always... Whatever. Okay then, time to begin our follow-up rehearsal. We'll take it from the scene where the Star Princess appears, and I won't be going easy on you. Bring it on. Looks like Sully got her mojo back. Doesn't this count as a breakthrough? Fingers crossed. It's in our hands now, so let us show ourselves out. Good luck with the play tomorrow, you two. We'll be rooting for you. Yeah. Appreciate it as always. See you around, kiddos. Sully's secret session. The SSS mission. Yeah, I have to say, one of the hardest mini games I've ever played. And if it wasn't for the high speed mode, I doubt I would ever get over the 50%. If you got 100% on that, then your timing is golden. That you have figured out the magical moment, the frame you needed to hit in order to do that. I couldn't figure it out, so I just mashed it. Sully said that she kept her trip here a secret from Ilya, but evidently that was enough to fool her. She's grown quite attached to the girl, the way she watches over her like a mother hawk. Oh, she definitely does. And to be honest, I don't think it's a bad thing. No boxed lunch here that we could take off their hands as a recipe. Well, this one we've already seen a couple of times. Yes. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, Sully, we still have some time before the performance, so let's keep at it. Right. Well, I wish you ladies the best of luck. And I think it's time for us to leave. Definitely. Alright, we have 2 more buildings left to go. The hotel. And of course the casino. Oh, yesterday's train schedule was disrupted by the derailment. Owing to that, many of our guests asked to extend their stays by an extra night. Fortunately, the trains are up and running again as of this morning. All of our formerly stranded guests should be safely on their way home now. I definitely hope so. And we'll see at St. Ursula how many are actually still injured after the derailment. They say an unidentified monster was responsible for yesterday's derailment. A disconcerting claim, to be sure. I just forbid that this is an omen of what's to come. I shudder to think. Anybody still staying here? It's been very quiet in the guest apartment. Oh, there were no fatalities during yesterday's train accident, thank goodness. But a good many passengers still wound up injured. Some were in serious condition too. Hopefully all the victims make a quick recovery. Yeah, but I think that we all hope that. At least I do. Alright, that's it for the hotel. Many of our reservations were cancelled as a result of yesterday's accident. It just goes to show you how indispensable the Transcontinental Railroad is for this hotel. Thank goodness it wasn't beyond repair. No, the CGF wouldn't have let it go otherwise. Alright, let's go to the casino. Rain or shine, our doors are always open for a good old time. You're more than welcome to take shelter at the roulette table, if fortune favors you, that is. The referendum of Crossbell's independence is right around the corner. I could use more time to think over it myself. It isn't easy to decide what would be the best for our future. True, I can reckon that. The Civic Center is hosting a public forum today. I might take a look for myself later. Keep up with the current events is important too. Oh, in little over 24 hours, Arkasil will be opening its door to the revival show. You know what that means. We'll be getting more guests soon too. I can't wait. It's good to be excited. Arkasil is really important to Crossbell. I raked up a loss after loss yesterday, but today's the start of my comeback story. Just you wait and see. Arkasil will be lifting the curtain on the revival production tomorrow. Supposedly they'll be debuting a new rising star to follow Rixia Mao. The rumors swirling around that troop never fails to entertain. Yeah, I can imagine that. Because with every new show, they keep on tweaking it, making it even more perfect. But yeah, that is the entirety of the entertainment district. So for today, I will leave it here. Hopefully I have timed it right, because with the extra time I took in order to get that button presses down, it's a bit of a guess on if the length is okay, but we'll see what it is. So, for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time, as we continue with our rounds of Crossbell and waiting for the Eastern District last. See you then, bye bye.